You can get like nothing.
Ciao a tutta la mia famiglia di Facebook and welcome back to Casa Fiore's Cucina. The weather's changing, it's getting warmer, and we're ready to move into more summer-like eating. And we're looking for something healthy, something light to take us out of the winter. And so I've got something for you you're really gonna enjoy. It's a family favorite. It's a tuna and cannellini bean salad. Got a lot of time on my hands, you saw that. So I went out into the garden and I grabbed myself a handful of thyme and I poached some tuna with garlic in olive oil. And I want to show that to you. This is beautiful albacore tuna that my brother Mario brought from the coast of Washington. And we're lucky that we have this available to us. This will go great in this salad. If you don't have this, canned tuna of all different grades is really wonderful. You can really splurge and invest a lot in some really nice tuna, or you can use everyday tuna off the shelf, and this dish is going to turn out great. Right after we prepared all of our ingredients, I sprinkled a little bit of red wine vinegar over the onions. I like to do that because it just takes a little bit of the bite out of the onions. And this time I used sherry wine vinegar. It's kind of has a little deeper of a flavor than just your basic red wine vinegar. So let's begin, okay? I'm gonna kind of loosen it up a little bit and kind of get it ready for the other ingredients. And looking good, looking good. Now we're gonna add our cannellini beans. This is about a can, maybe a can and a half full, a 14-ounce can of cannellini beans. You could double this recipe very easily, but this is a basic recipe as a salad for a couple of people. And then we have maybe the ingredient that steals the show, celery. And you can see I'm using all the bits of it. And actually, boy, those greens add some beautiful color and they add some great flavor. And that's one of the reasons I'm using red onion in this. You can certainly use any kind of onion, but I love that color. It's just a beautiful color. Now we're gonna add our tuna. So I'm gonna get a couple of these in there. And once we get them in, and you can include that thyme, that will add a lot of flavor. And once we get maybe 3 or 4 of these fillets in there, maybe I'll put one more in. We're gonna break them up. I'm not afraid to get some of that oil in there as well. And then we're gonna break up the tuna into pretty decent sized chunks here. Pretty decent sized chunks. And we're not gonna mash them, but we're just gonna kind of break them up. And it's very interesting, you might hear in the background, we do have a siren going. And this is a very fast recipe, so it's very apropos. So now that it's broken up a little bit, we're gonna add some capers. That's about 4 tablespoons worth of capers. And we're gonna drizzle some nice olive oil. All right, on top. And of course some fresh ground pepper. And some salt. Nice big pinch of salt in there. And we're gonna mix it together. And take a look at that. This is gonna be beautiful by itself, over some salad greens, with some other little antipasta, or side dishes, and of course, some crusty bread. So we're gonna get down and enjoy this, and I hope that you will too. Remember, the poaching is very easy, so you can find albacore tuna at a lot of stores these days. But if you just find some canned tuna off the shelf, get it in oil. That's what we've tried to reproduce here. And make this, it's very simple, and I hope you enjoy. Ciao.